All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Amx Club Racing. With about 2 minutes to go, tonight AMX is promoting the Montana Off-Road Series. That's going to kick off on January 8th. That is a special race open to those who have lived or have ever really visited Montana. More so they do dirt oval stuff, but every so often they'll open it up and bring the Pro 2 lights out to some of these off-road tracks. So if you want more information on that, be sure to check out their Facebook page for all the series information, schedule, and how to get signed up if you're eligible. With that, we got about a minute and a half left till we go green tonight. It's going to be a fun race. We got about, looks like 9 drivers registered, so should make for some good action tonight. So we'll let these drivers get a few more laps in. Format for tonight, going to do some heat racing. Looking like everyone's going to transfer through, so we're not going to need an LCQ. And then we'll move into the main event, 15-lap feature with a caution halfway through and finish it out. So if you're just joining us for the first time, AMX iRacing, we are a iRacing league. Usually run a short course and do a lot of fun events throughout the year. We're getting ready to fill our calendar this new year with some fun upcoming events. Probably an off-road series, dirt oval series with the Pro 2 trucks, and yeah, a lot of fun stuff. So with that, drivers are going to go ahead and get the last couple seconds here. Probably finish up the lap they're on before we go green flag with Heat 1. Alright, with that, checker flag is coming out, so they'll get waved in this next time by. With that, let's take a look at how it's going to shape up here for the first heat. So it's going to be Caden back out front with Casey. And then, is that Maladen? I apologize if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Then Franklin Monak is scratched from this event. Joseph Brooks, Chase Greer, and Cody Harrelson in the back. So 4-lap race, and like I said, everyone is going to be transferring out of this one. So we'll give everyone a chance to get gridded up. Like I said, 4 laps is going to go quick here tonight. So really just going for a position. And I think the way it's shaping up, I think we're all going to run one heat race tonight. So that's just going to make it go even quicker. Looks like we're just waiting on one more vehicle, and we're going to get rolling. Caden's going to lead him to green tonight. Casey on his outside. Let the pace car get out a little ways and fire it off.
Ready, green, green, green.
There we have it, green flag. We'll see how they stack up going into turn 1. Like the 43 getting a good drive on the outside. Casey. Layden behind him. Everyone getting through the first couple turns pretty clean. Happy to see that so far. Turn 1 can really cause some havoc. As they come up the back stretch, going into turn 4 for the first lap. Casey's still running strong. Layden behind him. Cody Harrelson sneaking up to third. Get a good shot of Cody going into turn 1 here. Getting a good drive, but had to get off of it to make room for Casey. And as a reminder, everyone's transfer. Oh, contact there. Casey getting around. Gonna have to get out of it. And that's going to open it up for Cody Harrelson to make some ground on Layden. Casey looks like dropping back to third, so he's able to recover pretty well. But I'm sure he's going to want that spot back, so he's going to do what he can to run down Cody here. On board right now with Casey. So what about a 1.5 deficit looks like here at Wild West. And very quickly running out of time. These guys up front running very clean tonight. Delayed about a 1.5 over Cody. Casey behind him. Chase Greer making some progress here. He usually runs really well in these lights, so I would not count him out as a contender for tonight. And then behind them, Joseph Brooks. And then Caden a little bit further back. Looking back up front. Off the rear here of Layden going into turn 2. Watch him come by for this final lap here. Cody, unfortunately, just not able to really close that gap tonight. But he'll be in a good position going into the main event tonight, so I'm sure he'll take it. Just getting used to that truck again. As Layden's going to take the win. Cody Harrelson behind him, and Chase Greer getting up to third. So overall, great race. Good racing all around. So we're going to wrap up heat racing here. Looks like we're probably going to go into possibly a warm-up, just waiting on race control to give us the guidance here. Oh no, there is going to be a second heat. My apologies. The count just looked a little strange to me. So for heat number 2, it's going to be Charles out front with Anthony James next to him, Chancellor, Luke, and then Sean Winkler and Ryan Mowry outside of him. So six car field. Again, 4 laps. And we're just going to wait for everyone to get gridded up, and pace truck is rolling. So we're moving tonight. So Charles will lead him to green. Looks like Anthony's going to take an EOL. Kind of a last second race control call there, but again, everyone's going to transfer. So green flag's out. We're rolling. See how we do going into turn 1 here. Oh, looks like Charles up on the wall, but able to save it. That's going to allow Sean Winkler to look inside. Sean Winkler showing now currently up to second, now back to third. Trading spots with Luke. Luke kind of getting pushed to the outside. Sean making room there. A little bit further back. Chancellor Anthony looking to set him up on the inside here. And just not quite close enough to make it happen. Luke in the number 9 machine. On board with Luke. And looks like is that Chancellor getting, oh! And Luke having to get out of the throttle there. But fortunately not able to lose, they're not losing too much ground. A little bit of beating and banging coming out of turn 2. Take a look up front. Sean Winkler taking over the lead, with Charles still behind him. It's pretty much opening up a pretty solid gap between second and third here. Luke doing what he can to kind of recover, with Chancellor starting to make ground. Looking at the battle for first right now. Sean still out front. Charles looking for an inside move, having to get on the brakes a little bit harder than he probably expected. That's going to allow Luke to absorb some of that gap. Anthony back here getting around both Chancellor and Ryan. Trying to get some grip on the outside as they're 3 wide out of turn 3. Anthony's able to find good traction all over this track, which is really helping him. Look at Sean Winkler now as he comes across the line to take the white flag. And looks like a pretty decent gap has been opened up. Looks like Charles might have had an incident out there. Anthony now up to third. So trucks are moving around. As the chapter's very quickly coming to an end here in Heat 2. I'll tell you what, eyes are on Mr. Winkler as he's coming across the line to secure the Heat win. So congratulations to Sean. And then it's going to be Luke and Anthony. And then Ryan and Chancellor behind him. So looks like Charles had to jump to the pit. So that is unfortunate. So see if they're going to run any warm-up. Or if they're just going to skip it. Looks like trucks are getting ready to leave the pit. So I will return shortly to call the action from the main event. In the meantime, we're going to let these guys run a couple laps. So we'll be back. Alright, as we get to the last minute or so of warm-ups, looks like most drivers are calling it good. We're going to go ahead and remind everyone, if you have not already, be sure to check out the AMX iRacing app, which is available on the Google Store, or if you want, if you're on iPhone, you can just add it to your home page from the browser. You can be notified when events are listed, or we're going live with racing, and all sorts of other fun information, results and standings, and you can even check out the AMX shop there, where all the proceeds go to supporting the league. So if you have not yet, be sure to check that out. We'd greatly appreciate it. And with that, we got about looks like they're throwing it out. Maybe I'm trying to see what time and scoring is doing. Looks like they're calling it. So trucks are going to be coming in as we get ready for the main event tonight. So as they stacked up, number one, you got Mladen out front, Sean Winkler outside of him, Cody Harrelson, Luke in the fourth position, Chase Greer, Anthony James, Casey, Ryan outside of him, Joseph Brooks, Chancellor, Caden Black, Charles New. Let's see if we got anybody else. I think it's just the 12 rounding out the field tonight. We're going to go ahead and wait for the pace car to get going. And Mladen will take us to green. Just a reminder, it's going to be 15 laps tonight. And we'll throw a caution after lap 8. So green flag is out, and we're going racing. Sean making an early move. See if he's going to be able to make it stick. Coming out of turn 1. Sean set up on the inside, so we're going to see if he's going to push Mladen a little wide. He's going to be able to capture that second spot. Or sorry, that first place. Looking a little bit further back at Ryan and Joseph right now. Luke behind them. All in all, very good, clean racing. Sean and Mladen, pretty much a drag race out of turn 4, going back into turn 1. Looks like Mladen's going to have the inside here advantage. A little bit further back, you got Casey running third with Joseph Brooks behind him. So a decent battle developing for third place. Ryan in the mix as well. We'll jump back up front. Looking at Sean and Mladen. Right on board with the drone here as we come out of turn 4. See what Mladen's got for Sean. Because if Sean gets too far out there, he's just going to pretty much flip on the autopilot, and Mladen's going to have his work cut out for him further back, about 3 seconds behind the front two. You got Casey still running third, Joseph Brooks in that 4th spot. Oh, up on the wall. That's going to be Joseph dropping. Hopefully he can get that going again. Ryan's going to move on up as well. Chase Greer up to 5th. It looks like Joseph has been able to get the truck going again, so that's encouraging to see. Fortunately, drivers do get that fast repair, so if he needs it, he can grab that and he'll get a lap back. Jump back up front here. Take a look at Sean. Off the rear bumper. And you can just hear the throttle control. He's very, very good at putting that power to the ground. Take a look back here at this battle for third. Casey still under pressure from Ryan. Chase looking for an opportunity to capitalize as well. A little further back, you got Luke and Chancellor. Luke is looking for an opportunity on the number 4 of Cody. So my apologies there, got a little mixed up there in the timing of scoring. Chase Greer getting a little crossed up there, or maybe a little over-rotated. I didn't quite see, just kind of saw it out of the corner of my eye, but looking like Casey's setting something up here. See if he can't make it stick coming out of turn 2. Oh, look at that. Chase Greer railing the outside. That was commanding right there. So while these two battle it out, let's take a look up front. Sean opening up about a second gap over Mladen. These two just running really, really well. So got another 2 laps before we throw the caution. Look back, Chase Greer over here. Ooh, some contact there between the 43 of Casey and Cody. Coming down the hill into turn number 2. Chase Greer still looking for an opportunity to make a move on Ryan. Ryan keeping that door pretty well closed on him. Not really giving him too many opportunities. Oh, looks like Ryan getting a little loose there. Checking back a little bit further. We got back here is a battle for 5th. Looking Casey right now, Luke and Cody ahead of him. So we'll look back up front. Sean Winkler still maintaining about that second gap. And then between the two of them, got about a 10-second gap over third place Chase Greer. So now that Chase is around Ryan and Luke, I'm sure he's looking forward to that reset that's going to come with the comp caution. So he'll be able to pressure Sean and Mladen as well when we go back under a green flag. So one more time around for Sean, who's in control. Looking back here, Cody Harrelson in 4th, chasing Chase Greer. Luke and Casey behind them. And it looks like the 815 of Ryan going to do some nudging, trying to see what he can do. Is able to get around. And looks like they're calling the caution a little bit early here. So that's all right. Looks like Joseph and Ryan are going to come out of the pits here and get their lap back. That's one of the cool rules here at AMX. We try to make it so if you have an unfortunate first half, you're not completely out of it. So while we wait for them to get going again here, if you look at the bottom right of the screen, you'll see the QR code for the AMX Discord. If you are not a member, I encourage you to scan that, check us out, and you can stay in the loop with all the news and events and all the fun stuff we do here at AMX. We try to put something on every week if we can, for the most part. even if it's just club racing, which is just our opportunity to come out and have some no stress fun ahead of a series or something like that. So again, this series is that's coming up is going to be for the Montana iRacing League. I encourage you guys to check them out on Facebook, and if you're eligible, I would run their series because a lot of good guys over there, clean racers. Looks like we just got one more coming out of the pit. This is going to be Charles, it looks like. And Sean Winkler will lead us back to green with Mladen behind him, Chase Greer third, Cody Harrelson fourth, and then Luke rounding out the top five. So Sean will be in control of this restart. Gotta wait for him to enter the restart zone, which is pretty much going to be anywhere on top of the plateau here. And looks like he is on the gas. So we're back to green. Sean gonna carefully navigate turn one here. With Mladen on his inside. Chase Greer keeping an eye on it. They're in third place. And looks like, is that Cody Harrelson going around? No, it's Casey getting caught up in that. So we'll fly over Cody, who's looking to pass Chase Greer here, hopefully on this turn, see if he's got an opportunity to do that. Ooh, able to stick a nose in there, but can't fully write the check there. And I'm sure Chase is looking to stop playing defense so he can go after Sean and Mladen up there. Looks like Cody's going to park it right on his nose. Very clean. Great pass. Textbook right there. So Mladen is about half a second behind Sean. So laps are very quickly ticking down here at Wild West. Especially if you are Cody. Still looking to get his spot back from Chase, because it looks like he had it there a lap ago and wants it back. A little further back, you got the 17 of Chancellor. Having a strong showing tonight. Caden behind him, sitting 8th. And then Anthony James, looks like something must happen there that kind of held him up, because usually he runs really, really well here. The back up front, looks like Sean's opened up that gap a little bit. Chase Greer and Cody still doing everything he can to pretty much hold him off. We'll ride on board here with Chase Greer for a little bit. See what it looks like to have to fend off that 4K machine of Cody. Great drive out of turn one. And that's really what he wants to see. He does not want to see that right there with Cody. They pretty much just keep trading positions here. Back up front, Sean Winkler as he completes lap 12. A little bit further back, we got Joseph Brooks in 6th, trying to Run down Luke there in 5th. Really not too much else going out on the field. We'll kind of jump back up here with Cody. It's kind of the closest battle we have. Looks like Joseph and Luke back here. Go a little bit further back. There we go. Get a good shot of Luke, who's trying to get around Joseph for 5th. See if he's able to set him up here on the inside, and just not able to get a good enough drive out of that corner. Looking back up front with Sean. Been pretty much dominant this entire second half. Able to maintain a good, almost 2-second gap over second place. And his best time around this track of 52.491, so he is moving. He's going to take the white flag this time by. While he goes into turn 1, we'll take a look here. Chase Greer looks like losing a little bit of ground on Cody. And outside of that, most everyone else is spread out pretty evenly. So Sean Winkler just showing us how it's done here at Wild West. Got the nice sun reflecting off that paint job. He's looking good from start to finish tonight. So with that, Sean Winkler is going to take the win here at Wild West with Mladen behind him. Cody Harrelson is just going to back it through. It looks like Chase Greer 4th, and then Joseph Brooks rounding out the top 5. So we'll let everyone else get across the line here and see how the official order pans out for this fun AMX Club race on a Monday night as opposed to our traditional Tuesday nights. Looks like we're just waiting on Caden and Anthony to come across the line right there. And that should do it. So seeing how they stacked up, it is looking like we got Sean Winkler credited with the win tonight. Mladen behind him in 2nd. Cody Harrelson 3rd place. Chase Greer in 4th. Joseph Brooks rounding out the top 5. Chancellor behind him. Caden in 7th. Anthony James to 8th. Luke 9th. Casey 10th. Ryan and Charles will round out the field. So overall, a good, fun, clean night. And as I have pointed out, be sure to check these guys out. They are the Montana iRacing League over on Facebook. You can search that, easiest way to find them. And their series will kick off January 8th. And like I said, to be eligible for their series, you just have to have lived or at some point done something in Montana. So that is the racing for tonight. I want to thank everyone for joining us on AMX TV. It's been a pleasure calling the action for you guys tonight, and we will see you on the next one.